Great shot. Perfect shot. Nice on.
What do you mean the course sets?
Great shot. Eagle.
Yeah, because I got kicked off the stream because I don't have a computer. And it seems like whenever I live stream from my iPad, I constantly get kicked off and disconnected. And I really don't understand why that is. I use this Omelet Arcade thing. And I guess it happens to a lot of people, but it is extremely frustrating.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
Oh, I can do that real quick after the game, yeah. I think the reason the background has changed though is just to go with the new tournament that's this week, the 9-hole cup.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Hey, what's going on? Okay, so on this shootout, I play at 15% at max if I am playing from that
Perfect
bottom
shot.
fairway. If I am playing from up top where we bounce from fairway to fairway, I played at 10%.
Nice on.
Hey Hannibal, how are you? Thank you, I appreciate that. Always the same. Oh yeah, I don't know why you would play first 80% of the time. That doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like I go first a lot lately as well. But yeah, oops, it doesn't matter. What Powerball you're using, bud?
Perfect shot.
Hey Rob, I just saw you're from Florida. I appreciate you giving me a shout out to your clan. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Perfect shot.
If you do buy balls, this is a very good ball. Yeah, good, buddy. We'll see you in the clan, I guess, probably next season as we push back to C100 again. Yeah, I'm going to imagine we're going to be City Park next week for a tournament. Tomorrow. We'll probably find out.
Great shot.
Hey, Seth, what's going on, man? Yeah, and see, Rob, you're going to see me do that a lot in T8. You're going to see me ease back my target just a little bit when I overpower shots to get a steadier needle. Especially when you play like a power one only ball like I do. When you have to use a lot of overpower, you'll see me do that little trick.
Perfect shot.
And then we're going to hear everybody complain about that City Park hole where you get that weird speed roll glitch on the drive and you go flying into the bunker or the rough. So we're going to play this 10%. We're going to play this one max.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
You know, I was actually lucky to hit a perfect ball there because, again, if you saw that, the needle jumped on me at the last split second of that shot. The only time I get like a skippy needle is when I go live for some reason. And that may just have something to do with like playing on an iPad, like bandwidth. I have no idea.
Perfect shot.
I could agree with that. Fox, I could definitely agree with that, man.
Nice on.
I shot a minus 31 in the last tournament. Okay, a minus 31. 16th place.
Birdie.
I mean, that's insane.
Birdie.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate the City Park course, man. I do. I'm not a fan of it. I typically do well, like shooting it, but there are some of those par threes that are just so difficult to get a hole in one on. Yeah, that's crazy, but like you're seeing all these great like players who stream tournaments, like they're waiting so long to play now.
Nice on. Perfect shot.
Oh,
Nice on.
you know, but the thing is, like, the thing is about the tier system is what are you gonna do about it? Like, what's the fix? And I think we all know it's messed up. But I honestly don't know how to fix it. Thanks, Travis. I appreciate that.
Great shot.
Yeah, I don't know what it's telling you to download there. That's something come from the omelet. I wouldn't support anything on them until they fix kicking me off their live stream all the time.
Great shot.
I wish we had the option of what type of tournament style we wanted to play. I wish I could play like the old school format. But I was also getting tired of the old school format having to shoot a minus 36 every time to win. It's like that wasn't a good setup either. Yeah, but then Fox, you could just buy your clubs. So a player who's willing to spend money could intentionally throw their tournament results with great clubs and go in there and mop up. Like, here's the thing that I don't understand about the new system. Let's say I were to go start a brand new account right now. And, like get an extra mile 4 or 5 and go out there and win a tournament in tier 1. It's automatically going to put me in tier 3 with players who have APOCs and everything like you're saying.
Great shot.
Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry about that. It can be manipulated so easily. Like, I don't know what the fix is. I really don't know what the fix is.
Perfect shot.
Golly. You're shitting me.
Nice on.
They could do something with like highest tour unlocked.
Great shot. Nice on. Birdie.
But you can't have players that have an extra mile 4, no sniper, going to tier 3 just because they did good in a tournament. Like, that makes no sense.
Birdie.
But it's just phase 1. I think the game will figure it out, and I know they're getting a lot of feedback, and they're looking for a community manager. So, they're going to be investing more money. Hey, Anthony, take it easy, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, so Travis, in this wind right here, we're going to play this 15% at max. Because I'm playing from the bottom of the fairway. So I add 5% elevation to it. And I only do that when I'm playing one-on-one. Like, if it was a tournament, then I would figure it out kind of on the fly and dial it in from there. But I would start with 15% and see what happens in a tournament. But one-on-one, we're going to play at 15.
Perfect shot.
Yep, 15 at max. But that's only from this bottom fairway here. You know, it's like this is going to be 8.8 rings. If it was headwind and I was playing from down here, then I play at 10% at mid. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, man. I appreciate you checking them out.
Great shot.
Hey, Jay, how are you?
Nice on.
Yeah, I can definitely, give the elevations out on every shot, but just keep in mind that I'm making a video for every single hole in Tour 8 that has all the elevations and everything. Oh, yeah, Will, I've got other accounts, buddy, where I've got Tour 11 unlocked and play it. So, just starting Tour 11 on some of my other accounts. Like this season, the clan I'm in, it's only M2, and we've been in first place all season. So I decided to play this account and just do Tour 8 because I can play this entire tour. I didn't want to spend any gems on like katanas to play Tour 10 with. But next season, I'll be playing probably a lot of Tour 9 and Tour 10 on one of my other accounts.
Great shot.
This is 20% elevation on this drive.
Great
And
shot.
see, that needle did it to me again, man. Like, this only happens when I play live, when that needle jumps like that. Mark, it does not. It does not have any influence on your tournament bracketing anymore. I find Tour 8 to be the easiest just because I've played it so much. I think it's going to be different for everybody, but I guess the biggest advice I can give to anybody is I do not skip around on tours. So when I'm playing a season, I'm just going to play one tour the entire season. That'll probably be Tour 9 next season.
Great shot. Nice on.
I know it is, Travis. You go on those crazy Tour 9 winning streaks, dude. So I guess that's what you're going to be playing in the clan next season?
Birdie.
You know, this is a hole that I normally win in regulation. But right now I'm having a little bit of issues with the needle,
Birdie.
which I never get. I never ever get needle issues unless I'm live.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
So, like, I don't really know how to explain the elevation on this hole. It's really different depending on the wind strength. So, right there, I pulled it 11 rings. So, I pulled it 11 rings, which was 30% at max. And I still missed to the right-hand side. So, I could have really played that one 40%.
Perfect shot.
And been more accurate. So this is one that whenever I come out with the video on how to play this shootout, I think it's going to be the hardest for people to follow along to, because you see a lot of opponents not do good on this hole unless you can play the bounce up option with straight headwind or crosswind. You know, but when you get that 8.5, 9 mile per hour wind, whatever it was, like, a lot of people are going to struggle on that. So I just played it right there, 30% at max. And I could have got away with playing 40%. Thank you, Source. Okay, now this is a situation, right, where our opponent has already messed up. So more than likely, you know, she's not going to be able to get to the green in 2. So this is really where we just do nothing fancy.
Great shot.
And then you go ahead and screw up like I did there. Ridiculous. I play that shot at 0%. Like on some of these drives, like 0%, 10%, like you're going to be talking about just tenths of a ring pull difference. You know, but this next shot, I'll play 20%. I think they quit the game. So I think we're going to have to sit here and wait for them to, for this to come down to the 0. You know, but pretty much, like, it should, like, you would think it's self-explanatory, but, you know, if your opponent drives sand or drives rough on a par 5 and they can't make it to the green in 2, like, just make sure you land on the fairway. Don't take any crazy overpowered shots because you're not going to need it. You know, just make sure that you just take the win. Right? I wish they would just forfeit instead of doing this. You know, Source, you could just go play Tour 6 a bunch. It does not influence the tournaments anymore.
Perfect shot.
Source, you could just go play Tour 6 a bunch and speed open chess. There's a lot of sniper cards in Tour 6. Hey, Alan, what's going on, buddy?
Nice on.
I do hate it. And I'm such an impatient player. Like, I really am. I want to go just fast. So when people do this, like, my personality type, it drives me crazy. So this hole right here is played at 0%. And, you know, the thing about this hole is more times than not, unless you or the opponent messes up your drive, you're heading to a shootout. %, on the second shot.
Perfect shot.
And you always want to add some right curl to this hole because the fairway slopes aggressively from right to left, which you're going to see here. Like, if we would not have added the right curl, we would have been in the rough. And I already have a in my playlist section of my channel, I already have this hole as a walkthrough that gives you the elevation that I play. This guy's got great clubs. This guy's got a Thor's Hammer 7. So that's pretty awesome.
Great shot. Nice on.
Dude, I wish I had a Thor's Hammer 7. Also a really good ball, too. This was one of my favorite balls that the game came out with back in the day.
Great shot.
Like, I just love this stat. Like a win 4 power 3.
Nice on. Eagle.
Kind of like I said, though, you know, we see here we're going to a shootout. And I think that's the thing that, like, I want to stress to people. When people say they're out-clubbed, like, you're really not if you know what you're doing. So like to recap this hole, we had a 9 mile per hour headwind, and I used a navigator,
Eagle.
and we were able to tie the opponent. Our opponent had a Thor's Hammer 7 and used a money ball, like a wind resistance 3, so it had the advantage on the wind, and a power 4 ball. So if you know what you're doing, you're not really getting out clubbed. You just have to know how to play each hole. Yeah, Travis, everybody got an update today. City Park in the background. Probably going to be the tournament next week. This hole's played 1-1. And again, I have a walkthrough up on YouTube about this shootout specifically.
Perfect shot.
Oh, I'm going to roll too far. Well, that's exactly what we were looking for. You want to tuck the ball onto the right-hand side of the green, pin high. I just didn't put enough right curl on it, and that's where just like a fraction of not enough curl can get you. If we would have put a tenth of a ball of more curl to the right, then, we'd have been like within a yard. And that's the difference from 5 yards to a yard, is just getting it to the right-hand side part.
Great shot. Nice on.
Just a tad more right curl is what we needed. That would have been it. Looks like the money balls are out today. Hey, Kyle, how are you?
Great shot.
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you doing today? I'm going to go for it here.
Perfect shot. Great shot. Nice on.
I played this shot 10%. Ideally, I'd like to just clip the rough and roll out.
Perfect shot. Eagle. Perfect shot. Eagle.
Okay, so since the wind is higher than 5.5 miles an hour, I'm going to play this one 1-to-1 or 15% elevation at mid. With a slight offset like that. So now we'll pull 7.4.
Perfect shot. Nice on. Great shot. Nice on.
This is one of my favorite holes to play right here in Tour 8. So I play this one the same way every time. I play 20% elevation on the drive, and we're looking just to lay up between the bunkers, and then we'll take a 15% shot downhill at max and try to catch a Yeah, man, definitely one of the more fun shots to play. It breaks up the monotony a little bit.
Great shot.
I have not seen this club used in forever.
Great shot. Nice on.
So this wind gives us a good chance at making this. Not saying we're going to, but it's a really good chance here.
Perfect shot.
Let's get one. Come on, baby.
Eagle.
And look at this. We get to do it all over again. Okay. All right. You know, so like I said, 20% on the drive. That's 5.8 rings here. And then 15% at max for shot number 2.
Great shot.
Well, not too often do you play the same hole back to back. This is much more challenging of a win scenario here.
Perfect shot.
Let's go. Back to back. With a tough win, too.
Great shot.
Thank you, Travis. Appreciate it, man.
Nice on.
Whoa, that's the wrong one. Okay, so with Tailwind, we're going to go from fairway to fairway. At least we're going to try to. We're going to play at 10%. So we got about 2.5, 3 rings of overpower that we can work with here and still be okay.
Perfect shot.
So it's a good drive there. That's what we're looking for. And we'll take the next shot with 10% elevation as well.
Great shot.
All right, so we'll play this one mid-distance.
Perfect shot. Eagle.
So now we're hitting some good shots. We picked up
Perfect
3
shot.
eagles in a row, so that's how it's supposed to be.
Nice on.
That's how it's supposed to be, Kyle. Come on, man. I'm not going for a dunk. I'm terrible at dunks, man. Terrible. Okay, so this is the next hole that I'll be putting out tomorrow on our Tour 8 walkthrough. 5% elevation on the drive, 0% on shot number 2. Occasionally, this is the only hole on Tour 8 that I will not use a navigator on. If I get headwind, for the most part, I will use a katana. This is the only hole that I ever switch a ball on in Tour 8.
Perfect shot.
And then sometimes I move my target back a little bit just to get a more controlled overpower shot, which is what we were talking about earlier. Hey, Rob, what's going on, man? How are you?
Great shot.
Hey, Rob, I didn't see everything you said as I was taking my shot, and when I play on my iPad, the chat goes away really fast. So now he's getting caught in between clubs. So best thing he can do here is just go with a max backspin shot and just lay up on the green.
Great shot. Nice on.
Oh, son of a
Great shot.
bitch, David. Come on, dude.
Nice on. Eagle. Eagle.
Push up. You mean on the drive? Are you asking why I didn't take my drive at max distance, like push back up to max?
Great shot. Nice on.
Oh my
Great
gosh,
shot.
David. Come on, with 2 great balls in a row? You kidding me? Should still be okay, but come on.
Nice eye.
Yes, Rob, if you watch the guide that I have on this hole, that's the way to play it right there. And I do have a guide out there in my playlist on this hole. Teach you how to really execute that shot, especially in tough headwind like that. Yeah, buddy, back to the Navigator. You know it. Tough hole. A tough hole right here. Depending on the wind. Using a Navigator headwind on this hole is tough. But that's not what we got. This is why I don't push up the max on a lot of my drives. Look at my needle speed on a max OP shot.
Great
You see how slow it is? That lets you do a controlled overpower shot. And that's something that we were talking about on my stream earlier today. Got the E-Mile 9. Have an extra mile 9 on my other 2 accounts that I play. My favorite club. I use it over my APOC.
Perfect shot.
What? About a ring and a half, Rob, is where it starts.
Great shot.
Golly, another great ball. Dude. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Nice on.
Wouldn't have mattered. But Rob, I do that a lot in one-on-one play, man. Like especially on this hole, like we were getting 7 mile per hour
Great
tailwind.
shot.
I didn't need to be at max. I'd be better off playing it further down with my adjustment target
Nice on.
and going for an overpower shot than I would pushing back up to max. But like that's just
Eagle.
Eagle Peak, hole 7. Okay. That's played 15% elevation at mid-distance of your club, which is essentially 1-for-1 with the sniper. So if the wind is 6 miles an hour, you play at 6 rings. You really need to check out my video on that hole. Again, if you just go to my channel and you go to the playlist, if you go to T8 or if you go to Eagle Peak, you'll see that hole in there. Okay, we're going to play this at 25% elevation, and I play this hole 25% elevation every time the wind is over 5.5 miles an hour. If the wind is under 5.5 miles an hour, then I would play it at 20% elevation. And I always play at minimum distance of my club.
Perfect shot.
No, I don't do that in one-on-one play.
Nice on.
I'll take that on a 10-mile-per-hour wind. I don't push up or pull back rings in one-on-one play. I do in tournaments where I'm trying to be extremely precise. So, for example, on that one hole that I hit a great shot on, I pulled it down. So my elevation from my rings was pulling down. I would just slightly overpower my shot instead of pushing back up half a ring. Not a lot of overpower, just a very, very small amount. And that will do what you're wanting to do instead of having to push up or pull back a half of a ring or a ring, depending on the wind strength and how many rings you pull. I'm going to have the rest of that Tour 8 stuff done. My goal is this week. I wish we didn't have a 9-hole cup that's going to take up some of my time. Damn, okay. Oh, we're playing this hole again. %20 on the drive, 15% at max on shot number 2. So if you're just now joining and watching, we just played this hole back to back a few games ago, and we dropped it for an eagle both times. It was pretty exciting.
Great shot.
Which one do you play 10% elevation at max? Man, we've seen this ball a lot today. I'll tell you...
Perfect shot.
No, Mark, I don't play shootouts the same way. Elevation, like that's what I was saying on that last shootout. I play at 25% if the wind is over 5.5. There's only a couple holes I do that on, though. But if I'm just playing a regular game like we're playing right now, yes, no matter what the wind is on this drive, 20%. No matter what the wind is on this shot right here, 15% at max. And I always play at 15% of max. Even though, like, right now I'm not at max distance, I'm probably more between minimum and mid, I'm still going to play this max distance numbers, always. It's something about it just helps us catch that funnel that we're looking for. Come on, perfect ball. Come on. Perfect ball.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, we're not going to get this one.
Nice on.
the little harder one to hit on headwind because you don't get as much as that roll downhill as you want.
Great shot.
Get in the hole. Oh, very nice.
Eagle.
Nothing like somebody hitting a great right for the win. All right, so this is going to be my last game, everybody. After this, wife and I are taking the daughter to the mall to do a little Christmas shopping. But I really appreciate, everybody who subscribes to my channel. It means a lot. The support that you guys give me all the time is awesome. So I just want to say that I greatly appreciate everybody who takes time out of their life to watch what I do.
Great shot.
Last game, I think we've had a decent session, though. We've only lost a couple games, so that's not bad. We'll take it. Yeah, it'll upload, but it'll take all day, man. But again, I don't have a computer. I would love to save up for a computer and buy one. Just money for me is tight right now during all this craziness that's going on. So it's been my plan to buy a computer. That way I can be faster with live upload streams.
Great shot.
And that way I could go online and play a camera and all that stuff. Like a lot of the big streamers do. But man, computers are just expensive, Computers are expensive. And one day I'll get one.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
But I would love to have a real computer. That way the live streams will upload faster. Because I kid you not, this will take 12 hours to upload to YouTube from my iPad. And I don't know why that is. I'm not good at technology, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. But when I make my tournament videos, those upload within 30 minutes. Which still feels like a really long time. And sometimes they upload with no sound. And then I got to go in there and I got to do it all over again. And that's really irritating. But I am not a fan of these tiers, man. I was saying earlier, Takashi, I got a minus 31. Dude, a minus 31 got me 16th place. Come on, man.
Nice on.
I'm all for more competition. I really am. But there's something off about this. There's something really off about this new system.
Birdie.
All right, everybody. Last game. like I said, I really appreciate it. I really do. Like everybody who watches the channel, like it's all positivity in the comments. And that's not something you see a lot of these days in the era that we live in. But like what you all post, it's always positive. It's always love. And, you know, that's the whole plan for the channel, is for everybody to get along, have everybody help us, each other. And we just become better players, and we become like virtual friends in a way, you know. And I think the world needs a lot more positivity. So I appreciate the positive that you all do here. And you know what? Like, you know what should happen? And this is so easy and fundamental. Like, if you're a tier 3 player, the prizes should be way better. There's no reason that a tier 1 player should get the same balls as a gold win as a tier 3. Because a tier 3 is so damn hard. Like, it's so hard to win. Thanks, Hannibal. Appreciate it, man. All right, everybody. Thanks again.